Chapter 5. Vision. IT and business. Initial dialogue.
Mr. Quinn, may I have a few minutes with you?
Sure, Hiro. Shall we talk over there? Well, what's on your mind?
I was thinking about how we could make our operations more efficient.
Really? I'm always open to new ideas. Shoot.
Well, I have a friend in the banking business, and he was telling me how his bank has been using the internet aggressively to deliver more customized services to its customers. They're making great strides toward achieving e-banking while fending off new competitors who specialize in e-banking.
The internet may work for something like banking, but how would it be relevant to our kind of traditional business?
Sir, I was thinking just the opposite. We could definitely find more uses for it here.
Are you sure you know what you're talking about? As to computers, we have a dedicated e-commerce division, and they are getting close to breaking even. As you know, they had been struggling for some time, and the board asked me to give them a helping hand, which I did, of course. And they are well on their way to profitability.
Well, that's not exactly what I was thinking.
What else is there for us to do?
We could improve our customer and supplier relations if we used our IT resources more effectively.
Well, what you are saying may sound radical given our organizational structure, but I must say, you've got me curious. Let's get together tomorrow with Sanie, our IT manager, and talk about it some more, shall we?
That would be great. Thank you, Mr. Quinn.
MBA lecture, IT and business. How can companies use the internet to become more efficient and profitable? Most companies have a homepage or website that provides information about the company and its products. Now, more companies are using the internet to directly link with their customers and suppliers. Online selling. The internet allows companies to sell directly to their customers, bypassing the traditional distribution channels. This disintermediation, removing the distributors, reduces the price that customers have to pay. Also, the internet allows companies to customize products and services to meet individual customer needs. This mass customization process may eventually supplant the traditional mass production model. However, companies that sell through both the internet and traditional retail stores may face a channel conflict when it comes to pricing. Should their retail and internet pricing be the same, or should they differ? And if their internet price is lower, how will this affect their distributor relationships? Companies that sell exclusively through the internet don't face that problem. Services and/or commodity-type products, those with very little differentiation, are well suited for the internet due to their focus on price. On the other hand, luxury-type products or products with high perceived differentiation may be better suited for traditional retail channels due to their focus on other non-price factors. The internet is the ultimate auction house, reducing prices to the point where profits may be squeezed to razor-thin margins. Online bidding. Many companies are also using the internet to set up online bidding for their supplier contracts. This B2B, business-to-business, application is growing rapidly since it allows companies to reduce their cost and source from a global supply chain. The downside is that the internet fails to take into consideration long-term supplier relationships that have been built up over many years. This is especially true in Japan, where many small suppliers are still tied closely to a single major manufacturer. Internet advantages: reduces selling, purchasing costs, allows for greater customization, expands potential markets. Internet disadvantages: squeezes profits, causes channel conflict, lacks personal touch.
IT and business. Application dialogue.
Sanie, Hiro here has some ideas as to how we could improve our efficiency.
Thank you, Mr. Quinn. Let's start with our customers first. Currently, we are using a host of distributors and wholesalers to get our products to our customers. What if we added an e-commerce channel for direct selling?
Are you saying we sell the same products at lower prices? That would create a channel conflict, which would disrupt the market order, confuse or anger customers, and cause huge problems for us.
You're right. We definitely need to offer specialized products available only online and offer them at different prices.
Won't our customers miss the personal touch of our distributors? And won't our distributors be upset by such disintermediation?
That may very well be so, but we can't just ignore the huge potential that e-commerce could offer. That's the direction the industry is headed as well. We either move now or get left behind, Mr. Quinn. In other words, we don't want to make ourselves irrelevant.
Any other ideas, Hiro?
Yes. Let's do the same with our suppliers through global online bidding.
But we already have loyal and reliable domestic suppliers who have been working with us for many years.
Also, we would have to consider the cost of setting up a global online bidding system.
That all may be true. However, the long-term cost savings will more than offset any initial setup costs or potential loss of a few relationships.
Well, I guess we could try, but it's going to take a lot of effort and training to make it work.
Don't worry, Sanae. I'm sure you will be up to it. Hiro, I need to see some numbers from you so I can run this through our management meeting next week.
Please don't worry, Mr. Quinn. I will get them for you.
Entrepreneurship. Initial dialogue.
Great news, Hiro. The management committee went for your idea of going online with our customers and suppliers. They want you to head the project.
That's wonderful. So I'll be running my own show, right?
Well, yes and no.
What do you mean, Mr. Quinn?
You'll be in charge of day-to-day stuff, but you will still be reporting to me. You will have to prepare weekly progress reports, and there'll be weekly meetings between us and my boss, Mr. Yamamoto.
Oh, I see. Is that all?
Well, you and Sanae will be working together. So, you'll need to keep track of the time for internal billing purposes.
Mr. Quinn, I'm afraid this is not exactly what I expected.
What do you mean?
If I have to do all that, it will defy the whole purpose of my project. Somehow I feel like a bird trapped in a cage.
Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles around here.
But how am I going to complete this kind of project fast enough when my hands are going to be tied like that?
MBA lecture, Entrepreneurship. Many people are fascinated by the success of American entrepreneurs in the IT field. They tend to feel that entrepreneurs are a recent phenomenon, but actually, entrepreneurs have been around for many years in a variety of fields. Both America and Japan have seen their share of successful entrepreneurs with people such as Edison, Matsushita, Ibuka, and Morita. In fact, most of the large companies today were at one point small entrepreneurial organizations. But what makes for a successful entrepreneur? Entrepreneurial traits. Entrepreneurs are risk takers. Whereas most people go through life trying to minimize their risk, entrepreneurs embrace it. They realize that without great risk, there can be no great success. They also realize that failure often precedes success. They accept this and are not afraid of falling flat on their face. However, many times it may take before they reach their goals. Entrepreneurs also realize the value of thinking outside the box, or being unconventional and creative. The expression, "this is the way we've always done things around here," doesn't hold any value to them. They are always looking to try innovative new ways of doing things. And finally, a successful entrepreneur needs to be a jack of all trades. That is, he or she should be able to wear many hats in a business and have a basic understanding of the key business functions: marketing, finance, accounting, and HR. Key traits: risk taker, creative thinker, jack of all trades. Nurturing entrepreneurship. In order for entrepreneurship to flourish, there needs to be a societal focus on rewarding high achievers and encouraging independent thinkers. This needs to start early on in the education system so that students who excel are recognized and rewarded, i.e., early graduation, for their efforts. Schools need to nurture creativity and independent thinking instead of attempting to mold all students into a standard prototype. Companies also need to nurture their employees, providing them with opportunities to challenge themselves and giving them the necessary autonomy to reach their goals in their own way. Also, a performance-based reward system would go a long way towards creating a more entrepreneurial-friendly environment. Main ingredients: reward high achievers, encourage independent thinkers, institute a performance-based system.
Entrepreneurship. Application dialogue.
That was a good meeting, Hiro. Your progress reports are getting better. However, they still need to be a bit longer.
Also, be careful of how much time you and Sania are working on this. The costs are exceeding our budget.
Excuse me, gentlemen. This may not be the right time or place to say this, but I really feel this project is not working out the way it should.
What do you mean, Hiro?
Yeah. What do you mean, Hiro?
In order to make this online project work, I need to devote 100% of my time and effort without having to deal with all of this internal red tape. I could get a lot done if I didn't have to prepare all these reports and attend these unproductive meetings.
But I don't have to remind you that these were all preconditions for the approval of this project, as required by the management.
But that's exactly where we are going to fail. What purpose does all this reporting serve? Too much of my time and energy is being wasted.
How can you call it wasted?
What do you suggest we do then, Hiro?
How about spinning off this project into an independent .com venture with me as its head?
Are you sure you know what you're saying?
Wait a minute, Quinn. This idea may have some merit to it. Let's give this young man a chance to prove himself.
Okay. But do you realize what kind of risk you're taking?
I realize the risk, Mr. Quinn, but on the flip side, there is a tremendous upside to this.
And you realize also that you'll be on your own?
I welcome the challenge.